Hello guys, welcome to my course. I am your instructor Shayantan and today we are going to learn HTML. Today we have a basic class of HTML and a theoretical class of HTML. So we will not use much time on the theoretical part. So we will invest our time mainly in the coding part. So let's begin with HTML theory class. What is HTML? What is HTML? HTML is a markup language. It is not a programming language. So there is a difference between a programming language and a markup language. Programming language consists of a set of instructions to produce an output, whereas markup language uses tags to define the elements within a document. And programming language uses some kind of algorithm. There are certain kind of rules to write a programming language, such as C, C++, Java, C#, .NET are all programming language. And HTML is a markup language. What is the full form of HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. H stands for hyper, T for text, M for markup, and L for language. Now, what is the use of HTML? Every web page contains HTML. It is practically made up with HTML. So all the web pages we see in the internet, maximum are created by HTML. The components of an HTML page, its components are doc type, elements, tags, attributes, comments, and frames. Now coming to the point of doc type, what is doc type? Doc type declares the version of the HTML, or it is referred to the DTT. DTT means document type definition. It is the very first thing before any HTML tags or elements. Before any HTML tags to be written, we have to first write the doc type. Now how the doc type is defined? See an example. This is how the doc type is defined. It is the very first line to be defined about the versioning of the HTML. Now what the browser does, the browser understands, okay, this is an HTML5 page or this is an HTML 4.01 page. The doc type, importance of a doc type. So doc type tells the browser, okay, you are going to render this version of the page or this kind of page. Coming to the point of second component is element and tags. Now what is elements and tags? Elements and tags are the components or the bread and butter of an HTML. We can decorate, we can write the text using an HTML element and tags. If there are many kind of elements available in HTML, we will discuss in HTML HTML elements each and every one as much as we can in our coding exercises. Now comes this attribute. What is attribute? To enhance an element we use attribute. Now there are two types of attributes. One is core attribute and one is internationalization attribute. What is core attribute? Core attribute contains ID, class, title and style. That means if we are defining an h1 which is an element, then what kind of element it will be, what will be the ID of that element. It is written as HTML. So the ID is defined as HTML. So this is the ID. This similarly the title, class and style. And in attribute of internationalization, the dir, lang and xlang is an attribute. Now the dir comes with a direction where the text will come from left to right, or LTR, as well as from R to L. Lang means English language or any other kind of language. So this is how the HTML lang is specified. Comments. What is comments? Comments are the readable and understandable explanation of a piece of code. That means whenever our browser renders the page, can't able to see that piece of line. That is comment. Actually it was made by the developers to make it understand to another developers or another stakeholders while coding. So this is what is comments. Frames. This is a very interesting thing. Frames comes with multiple views when in one web page. That means it is a nested HTML pages in one HTML page. Suppose in this example there is frame 1, frame 2 and frame 3. I am scrolling this web page down, we will see that the frame 1 and frame 2 is static, but the frame 3 keeps on scrolling down. So this is how this is the potential of a frame. So frame is not supported in HTML5. We are not going to read in HTML5 now. So just as an information, frame tag is not supported. It has been deprecated in HTML5. I hope there is an issue with the frame. We have not understand correctly frame. Yeah, it is possible. It may happen. Don't worry. We will understand the frames and everything in the next part where we'll start coding. So this is the introduction of HTML. And in the next video, we will learn the basic HTML documents in a hands-on way. So Let's enjoy the lesson and keep learning. Bye bye till the next session.